She finally spoke, her voice hoarse with unshed tears. Honey, I want you to know something. You can treat me however you want, call me whenever you want, ask me for anything you want. But remember one thing, I am not a servant. I am your mother. You may not be interested in spending time with your own mother, but your father, my God, he would turn in his grave if he saw me cooking for 15 people at my age, days before Christmas. He would turn in his grave if he saw his only son, his flesh and blood, allowing his wife to mistreat me. At this point, any shred of guilt Eleanor felt disappeared. She wasn't doing this for Sarah or Mark. She was doing it for the memory of her husband, John, who deserved better than this from his son. She wouldn't pretend to be the perfect, obedient little girl for her selfish daughter anymore. Eleanor, please don't be dramatic. This isn't something from the Middle Ages. I'm sorry, Sarah. I used to be your servant, but today is the day I'm hanging up my apron. Are you serious, Mom? Are you really gonna make us go out to eat and spend a fortune? After what you just said, I really don't think so. You should be thanking me. I'm doing you a favor by taking this massive responsibility off your shoulders. Actually, I am thanking you, Sarah, but not the way you think. I'm thankful you finally opened my eyes. I'm tired of being the one who solves everyone's problems. I am also tired of being the one who always gives in. You and Mark have been selfish all your lives, and now you want me to give you the last years of my life. Well, that ends today. I'm not saying this out of spite, but I won't accept your conditions. If you want to spend Christmas with me, you and Mark will come to my house empty-handed. If you don't want to respect that, then pack your bags and stay at a hotel. Sarah gasped, but Mom, you don't understand. Mark's family expects me to prepare the Christmas dinner. If I don't do it, they'll talk and it'll be a scandal. No one dares to tell them no, not even Mark. Why should I respect you? I could do the same and tell you to take care of 15 people. Because you're my mother and you're supposed to love me unconditionally. That doesn't work both ways. Why should I make the biggest sacrifice? Why don't you ask Mark to take care of his family for a change? How dare you speak to me like that? You're just a spoiled brat. I worked hard for 45 years to raise you. As a matter of fact, I worked so hard I never had time to enjoy my life. And you have the nerve to ask me to cook for 15 people? Do you know what? Go ahead, make a scandal. Tell everyone I mistreated you. I don't care anymore. I'm tired of giving in, of tolerating disrespectful comments about my house and my cooking. I've given you my best years. Now it's time for me to live. For once in my life, I want to do whatever I want without anyone telling me I couldn't or that it's not enough. I'm not saying this out of spite. I want you to understand that I'm not the servant anymore. I'm your mother. Treat me the way I deserve. Eleanor hung up the phone, bracing herself for whatever came next. It wasn't just about the Christmas dinner anymore. It was about drawing a line, about reclaiming her life. Whatever happened next, Eleanor knew she had taken the first step towards living for herself. The silence was deafening. Then the phone rang again. It was Sarah. Eleanor didn't answer. She let it go to voicemail. She didn't have to explain herself. She didn't have to justify her decision. She simply had made up her mind. For once in her life, Eleanor was putting herself first.